Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Gullit. Messi wins the duel this time. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Here it is, crossed in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Could move up a gear here. Into the channel. Pele. Well read. And the danger is averted. Vitinha. He's in a good position here. Dembele! He's scored!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Vieira. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Dembele. Pele tries to cross. He gets big. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. Oh, important interception. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vitinha. It's a searching pass. Ferdinand. Dembele. And here's the chance to counter. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Vieira. And here's Hullet. That's a delicate pass. Oh, well played. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Pele. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Messi. And here's Hullet. Hullet is having a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's travelling a long way. Quality ball. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's a real chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by...
David Villa! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
It's a promising position. Looking to go deep. Sends it crossfield. Threads one in. And this is Pele. And he's one-on-one, surely! Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And it's Lam. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper's dealt with that. Vieira. Distributed tidily. Here comes the... Oh, what a climb! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's gone long. Gullit chasing after it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! Goal! And the comeback is complete! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Ball is over the line. Maldini. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. And it's Vitinha. Hullet clipped into space. That's a decent clearance. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is a little undercooked. And they're quick to get it back. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Lahm. Beckham.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Deep cross. Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. And the counter is on. And he's had it nicked away. It's a really well-measured ball. That's an imaginative pass. That is good strength. Cleared away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's half-time here. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17. El dorsal 7.
Here we go again.
Beckham.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
El dorsal 4. Roberto Carlos. El dorsal 11. Messi. El dorsal 18.
Knocks it into space.
El dorsal 24.
Vieira.
Pepe.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. Foot in. Looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. Thuram. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. He rises! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vieira. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Vitinha. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. 60 minutes played. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's on the finish! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Strokes it back. And it's Thuram. Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass is coming off in quick. It's Dembele! He's scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking to play him in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8 será reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
Has a look and plays it forward. Vitinha. Oh, red, nice interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Terrific header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Vitinha, and it's Baggio. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Dembele. And it's Vitinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ibrahimovic!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he get onto this?
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And the number on the board is 3. Tries to pass it through. It's Ibrahimovic! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Now it's Hullet. Vitinha. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hullet. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Great vision. He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Otto getting this one clear. He's in a good position here. Tries to dink it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Is there any... Dembele! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Good-looking ball. Nicely spread. Van Dijk. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And it's Gerrard. Platini does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it...
Gets his head on it! Just off target.
Bale certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Hullet. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well timed, excellent interception. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Bale. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, and a chance! It's in! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that's another good win of the ball. That is lovely. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nicely weighted ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Jordan Henderson. It's a pretty loose pass. Platini. Now it's Messi. And the shot's on here. Gerrard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bale puts his foot on the gas. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caceres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
Here we go again then.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Time and again they are repelled. And here's Platini. Vitinha. Caceres. Moved on forwards. That's a good ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Park Ji-sung. That's Park Ji-sung. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Otto calmly anticipates. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Dembele. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Aimed beyond chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
11, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 6.
Vitinha.
Number 9.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Owen plays it short.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Cruyff. Jordan Henderson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Kante. And this is Son Heung-min. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafael Leao is wide and looking to get onto this. Not the most accurate pass. Tries a measured ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Son Heung-min. Over to the left. Now it's Park Ji-sung.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he... It's Son Heung-min! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And this is Owen. Now it's Cruyff. Owen. Maldini. Oh, super ball. Plenty to aim at here. Shapes to shoot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And here's Hullet.
Has been indicated.
And it's Cruyff. Rafael Leao! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Right. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And already we're underway here.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
It's not defend. Shot, surely! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that. There's a quick free kick. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header! He scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Messi. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, can he get onto this? Caceres.
브리오 프리킥 시도하신 거?
Pelé. And he's looking to catch him up. Dembele. And he's chosen to go back.
그거 막혔어요.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely pass, but can he... It's Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
500부터.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, and he's forced to
내
go
안
back.
되게 바뀐 키키육.
Here's Vieira, and it's Hullet,
커서 변경 희귀육.
and it's Vieira. Almost half an hour in now. Here's Caceres. Nedved. Can he get onto this? Pelé. Plays a sharp little ball here. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Messi. Now there's a fine ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gullit is onto this. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Cruyff. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gullit is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Dembele. Nedved. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Gullit. Now it's Pedri. Great vision. Chooses to go back.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Nesta. Lam. And this is Dembele. Played back in. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vitinha. And it's Messi. That has not gone well. Edmilson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Dembele. Pelé. Climbs up big! He has done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. And here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Now it's crossed into the middle.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he's picked it up out wide. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Foot in, and now the breakaway. While facing up to his adversary, this is a bullet! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Bullet. Nesta cuts it out. Edmilson. Over to the left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hullet, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Vitinha, Dembele, Pedri gets a foot in here. Edmilson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira, quality ball. And it's Messi. And it's Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Pele. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
And a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Edmilson. And it's Neymar. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Hullet. Neymar. Vieira. Pele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Edmilson. Salam. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Oh, super ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
쩝쩝. 키키키키윽. 와우 귀엽겠다 히히읗.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
그게 행복이지
He's had a
히히읗.
shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha, ambitious ball here. And this is Dembele, and he's got the beating of his man. Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Dembele. Vieira. Gullit. And it's Vitinha. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Has a look and place it forward. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gullit. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely worked. He's got away. Delivers the ball. He's got full. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. Vieira. Vitinha. Messi. Messi.
That was lovely, that.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Searching pass he's played there. They're urging him to shoot. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Pull it. Vieira wins the duel this time. And the counter is on. Messi goes steaming forward. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. There could be trouble here. Looking to play him in. Pull it. The ball goes in. Pele. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Pele. Now, can they get him away? Pull it. And a goal kick. And it's Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele might just make this. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Hullet. Dembele. Chance for a shot! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Dembele is... Oh, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
오늘 폼이 좋으시네요.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 80.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now there's the
전반적으로
final.
침착하게 잘 하시는군요, 히히.
Il numero 16. Seedorf. Attenzione,
Messi.
una sostituzione.
Rijkaard. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And he's played it back. Played into space. Seedorf. Now Hoeneß. And that is as far as they're going to go.
시야도 좋고 히히읗.
And it's Bale. Bale! And
저런.
that has kept the keeper on his toes.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rijkaard with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. And this is Messi. He is through here. And Messi! And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Chance, surely! He scores! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Lovely pass, but can he get... Big chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, they could be caught out here. Backward it goes. Nicely aimed pass. Pull it, nicely spread. That's a sharp pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pull it. That is good strength. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And here's Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Seedorf. And he's there to make the challenge. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Messi. Caceres. Vitinha. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Seedorf gets across to intercept that. Rummenigge. Vieira. Vitinha. That is good alertness. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Dembele claiming the man of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
키키키육
Well, this
미호님 은혁증 아까
4-4-2
만나서
formation
했던
is often
양님은
used in the
이겨라.
modern era defensively, but it used to be the
양아.
gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant
보죠,
moment,
오늘
and it's
희귀.
come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pelé knocks it into space. Oh, cracking ball. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Hullet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pelé. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hullet. Eto'o. And here's Gattuso. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi. Vitinha. Hullet. Messi. Oh, it's Dembele. That's a delicate pass. There's the header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to reset.
There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chips it through. And he's managed to get free. Lam did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a good ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Roberto Carlos. Now what about this cross? Shapes to shoot! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vitinha. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Pelé. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Now, can they get him away? And he's gone back. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vitinha. Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eto.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Hullet. Look at the space. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And the pass is intercepted. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's beautifully weighted. And that's an excellent interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Gattuso. Pelé. Nicely spread. And it's Lam. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Eto. He is just caressing the ball. Hullet. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Well, that pass isn't the best. Saliba. To Eto. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Eto'o in with the challenge. Vitinha. Oh, it's Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's fabulous. Here's a shot. Chance! It's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution for Russia, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Pele.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Mbappe, number 15.
Gattuso. He's in a great position here. That's a dangerous ball. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gullit hurtling down that right flank. That could spell trouble. He has found a way through. Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cruyff. Well, they can break here. Gullit. Can he get it through? Guardiola gets into a good position. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Cruyff. And here's Gullit. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out to the left it goes. Looking to go deep. It's a mighty effort! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
The final 5 minutes. Guardiola. Vieira. Mbappe. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Roberto Baggio. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Roberto Baggio. Cruyff. That looks a cracking ball. He's onside. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simple. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. There is So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Hullet. Oh, it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Nedved. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maldini. That is ended up in no man's land. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Little pass back. Nice interception, well timed. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Neymar looks to get on the end of this. And the pass is intercepted. Quality ball. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe! He's in plenty of space here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Nedved. Gerrard. Pele. And now the breakaway. Messi. He's found the way through. That'll be a throw-in. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Vitinha. And this is Dembele. Messi! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And here's Hullet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That looks a good ball through. Great defending, strong and determined. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Neymar. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And he's managed to get free. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Maldini plays it forward. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Chance here to counter. Looking for options for movement. And that's an excellent interception. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. And this is Hullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So, time for
Numero
changes
14.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
10. Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5. Owen.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Platini, up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Seedorf gathers from the goal kick.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. And the shot!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Platini. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Michel Platini. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. He's had a shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Pullet. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Piercing, and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
디비 금방 가겠다요 히읗. 발기부전인 듯. 글쎄요 키키키응 난 투톱을 안 써봐서. 무조건 쓰리톱 써서.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
And here's Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gullit. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp, but he's made sure that's not getting through. Pirlo. Couldn't squeeze it through. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Pele. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Messi. Luis Suarez. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Pele. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Luis Suarez.
오늘 폼이 좋네요, 시오도.
Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand with a fine tackle. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nedved. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the
이게
counter-attack
통과되네.
like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Luis Suarez. 30 minutes gone. Played into space. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Luis Suarez. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ferdinand. And it's Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. AC Milan could counter here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot could be on. Tries to cross. Climbs up big. He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Played out wide. And it's Vitinha. And that interception was
아직
most
페이지
necessary.
기간 많이
That
남은
was
걸로
well
알고
played.
있는데
Well
이거저거
stopped.
천천히 하시면 되죠.
Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. That's very neat. Played in deep. Oh, important interception. Vieira. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Luis Suarez.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's picked his way through, showing good feet. Pele! Pirlo. Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Caceres. Now it's Pele. And that's another good win of the ball. Bullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And that could set him on his way. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4, Luis Suarez. Numero 14, numero 10, Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Il numero 15.
And now they can spring out of defence.
80.113 spettatori.
The most accurate pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Nedved. Nedved! And it's hit the woodwork and out! "3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely weighted ball. Elects to... There's the header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Relentless! Just relentless! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Cruyff duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just...
Goes for a shot! There it is! Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. Owen. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's Dembele. So, what can they make of this? That's good vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Out to the left it goes. Cruyff looking to get on. Shot at goal! And that is faded wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Vitinha.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely worked. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Off the post. Thinks about the shots. Great chance! Vitinha. Chance here to counter. Pirlo. Cruyff. And this is Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Owen. Oh, that was vital.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And it's Baggio. Tries a shot! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Still trying to make a game of this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Backward it goes. Schneider. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vieira. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is Puskás. He's in a great position here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Vieira. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. De Jong. Lahm. De Jong. And it's Ibrahimovic looking tidy in possession. And Hullet! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great.
And the finish! And that was probably asking just too much. Vitinha. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Cristiano Ronaldo takes a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely spread. Vieira.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Has a look and plays it forward. Mateus.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Vieira. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mateus.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
To Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Dembele. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and he welcomes it in. Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Here comes the cross. Pull it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Dembele. That's a nicely weighted pass. Dembele climbs up big. Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tele thinks about the shot. Now that's a fine challenge. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Dembele gets rid without sophistication. Knocks it into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pele, he's picked his way through. Hangs in across. Brilliantly cut out. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
막판 이기고 깔끔히 가즈아.
And that's the second half started. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Jong. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. He's only too happy to take that back. Ibrahimovic, looking for options for movement. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Now he's got space here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Jong. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. And it's Vitinha. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Dembele. out of play for a goal kick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So time for
Numero
change.
14.
And this one has been on the
Numero
cards for a
10.
little while.
Messi. Lasciano il campo per
That's been
il
intercepted.
numero
He
24.
read that really well and
Villa.
stopped it.
Il numero 8.
Well, a glitch
Il
with the
numero
rangefinder
15.
there,
L'affluenza di
and
quest'oggi
evident
è di
annoyance.
81.700
Yeah, he just didn't
spettatori.
seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to pass it through. David Villa. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Cambio di giocatori.
Collar is there and he can get that clear. Roberto Baggio! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to play it through. It's played through for him. Big header! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal take the lead.
Well, it's definitely the right
안녕하세요.
attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit.
Terrific header! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vitinha chips it through. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here. Played into the box. It's their second corner of the game.
요즘 레딧에 스마트 어시스트를 쓰는 상대로 인해 게임이 지배당한다는 말이 떠도는군요.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rooney is onto this. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good take in a good area. And Hullet sticks it away. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
스마트 어시스트 쓰면 디비전 1 쉽게 갈 수 있을지도요. 키읔.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7.
Final checks on the touchline.
마테우스 킹님 스마우 피고하시나요?
Il numero 11. Il numero 17.
Great vision. He's got away. He's found some space for a shot. Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
아이고 이거 먹었네.
Tries a shot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared without hesitation. Nicely aimed pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's a mighty effort.
어쩐지 패스가 잘리고 안 움직인 게 이것 때문이었나?
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Beckham. That is lovely. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. The hot pass isn't the best. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be.
키키키윽 고생했어요 양빠히히읗. 이제 키려고 고민 중입니다.